So I wasn't even supposed to be on this flight. Here I was on the island of Mykonos, booked directly to Dubrovnik on Volotea. I even had my confirmation and boarding pass. But when I got to the airport, there was no flight. It wasn't even listed. I spoke with the check-in agent, who was very confused as well. Then I looked at my ticket. It was for July 2022, not 2021.
Nice.
That, my friends, is the most embarrassing travel mistake I think I've ever made. The Aegean ticket office wouldn't sell me a ticket, but I was able to whip out my phone and book a ticket right there at the airport. First time I've ever done that. The first flight was supposed to be on an Olympic Air A320. Except, Olympic Air no longer flies the A320, or any jets for that matter. So, who exactly is flying this plane and what's the experience like? Let's find out on this flight from Mykonos to Athens. I called Greek aviation a bit of a mess in my Sky Express review, and I think I should clarify. Founded in 1957 by Aristotle Onassis, Olympic Airways was once the flag carrier of Greece. After some mergers, it was renamed to Olympic Airlines. Over its history, it flew all sorts of aircraft, from 747s and A340s to even Soviet aircraft. But in 2009, it went bust. Aegean became the new flag carrier, and Olympic a domestic subsidiary after a few years of legal challenges. They lost all of their long-haul planes, and even more recently, lost all of their jets, leaving them Dash 8s and ATR-42s. Quite the fall. Yet, like I said, Olympic Air doesn't operate A320s anymore. So this was an Olympic-branded flight with Olympic flight number, which is a subsidiary of Aegean, crewed by Aegean, on behalf of Olympic. Yep, that makes no sense to me either. My guess is this was supposed to be on a prop plane, but due to the recovering tourist demand, they upgauged it to the A320-200. So why was I even on Mykonos? Well, you know, I'm a single guy, what do you think I was doing? Anyway, Mykonos International Airport is pretty small, but is served by many different airlines with direct flights from Madrid to Dubai. There's also plenty of private jets of the rich and famous. There's a few minor concessions, but nothing fancy. Unlike Sky Express, Aegean was actively checking carry-on bag size and weight, and it was €40 per bag to check at the gate. One family got hit with 4 bags. Oof. Boarding time came and went, but we didn't start until 10 minutes late. We were told to board by zone, but there were no zones on our ticket, so we just lined up. Hey, chill, we're on island time here. We walked out to the plane, and I boarded via the front stairs. The seats themselves were slimline and not particularly comfortable, but not particularly terrible either. They did give us a sanitizing wipe, which is nice, but no sanitizing wipe could clean the mess that was at my seat. Disgusting. And this was baked on, so had clearly not been cleaned for a while. At least the legroom wasn't that bad. I had splurged for the most expensive ticket that allowed me an up-front seat. Legroom was more than ample. There still was an in-flight magazine, but it was now shrink-wrapped for sanitizing. I didn't feel the need to break the seal. Even though we had boarded 10 minutes late, we pushed back 10 minutes early. There's no taxiway on Mykonos, so we taxied down the runway before turning around to the north. Flying time was supposed to be 18 minutes, covering the 102 miles at 12,000 feet, though it ended up taking a bit longer. Obviously, there's no time for any service on this flight. There actually was a snack bag, but they only handed it out as we left the aircraft. We passed Tinos, Giaros, and Kea before passing south of Attica. We had a long and convoluted approach to the Athens airport, and thus we touched down about 30 minutes after takeoff. We taxied to a remote stand and arrived at the terminal by bus. So Aegean's domestic A320-200. It's perfectly fine, though I'd say that for anything on a sub 30-minute flight. But honestly, I did like Sky Express much more. The A320neo beats the A320-200, and they gave us candy. Plus, with legacy carriers copying the same low-cost fare structure, one is as good as the next. Of course, I can't really judge Aegean on such a short flight. Well, what do you know? I'll be flying them internationally next. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click that button and please subscribe for many more flight reviews to come. I'll see you on the next one.